Hey y'all, what's good, what's poppin'? So in today's video, we're kind of just doing a recap of 2021. We're going to be going over my makeup favorites from this year. I already did a video on this going over my skincare favorites for 2021. So if you're also interested in my skincare content and you haven't checked that video out, be sure you go ahead and check that out as well. But today specifically, I wanted to go ahead and talk about my makeup favorites for 2021. Now, I feel like I did talk quite a bit about makeup this year, and I did kind of tease makeup a lot as well in my posts and stuff like that in the community tab that I was using this year. But I also feel like there's a lot of stuff that I didn't talk about. So in today's video, I kind of just wanted to consolidate everything together, talk about it, and go over my 2021 makeup favorites. So that's what we're going to be doing in today's video. I've got all these products sitting next to me here, and I'm ready to just go ahead and go through them. Be sure to let me know down in the comments if you have any 2021 makeup favorites, what products you enjoyed this year. I always am interested to see what products people enjoy. But with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get into it. Before we do that though, I do just want to say thank you to all my new and returning subscribers out there. Thank y'all so much for sticking around, supporting my content, and helping me to grow my channel. If you are new here and you haven't already, be sure to go ahead and click that subscribe button and the bell button as well so I can get a notification every time I upload a new video. And with that being said, let's get into it. I do have products from pretty much every category, so I'm just going to go ahead and start going through them. I'm also going to go ahead and list all the products I'm going to mention down in the description as well as a timestamp. Alright, so the first product we're going to be talking about is this Fenty Beauty Eaze Drop Blurring Skin Tint. Now, if y'all watch my videos consistently, y'all probably saw this coming. I talked about this product multiple times. In fact, this was pretty much my staple foundation product in any video I was filming if I wasn't filming a dedicated foundation review. So this is the first one, the brand being one of 4 products in her foundation complexion lineup. This one is the first one that offers light to medium coverage. The other 3 focus more on medium to full coverage. So this is supposed to leave your skin looking blurred and smooth, and I can definitely attest to that. It does leave my skin looking smooth over and even when I use it, and it does give me that nice light to medium coverage. I do find that things like acne, redness, and stuff like that is covered up pretty well, but somehow my freckles, my underlying skin, stuff like that is still peeking through. I don't know what this witchcraft is in this product. Like the other Fenty complexion products, the shade range on this is amazing. It comes in 25 shades. I think the other complexion products come in 50 shades, but those are supposed to be medium to full coverage, so you would expect a little bit more, I guess, variation between the shades. But the shades are supposed to be a little bit more flexible. Looks good on its own with or without primer. Honestly, depending on the primer in question, I feel like this looks better without it. Can't talk about it enough, but I have talked about it enough, so I'm gonna go ahead and move on now to the next product. So our next product on the list is this Tower 28 Sunny Days SPF 30 Tinted Sunscreen Foundation. Oh, sorry, I forgot to mention the Fenty Eaze Drop. I use the shade 10. This Tower 28 Tinted Sunscreen, I am the shade 25 Ocean Park, just for shade reference, because I know some people like to use my videos as a reference for what shade of foundation and whatnot they should use. So this is supposed to be a tinted sunscreen foundation in one. It provides SPF 30, and honestly, this is all that was really missing from the Fenty Eaze Drop. Like, if that had SPF, it would have been over for everybody else, but she had no SPF. This one does, and I do appreciate that. Now, the sunscreen in this is 100% mineral. We've just got zinc oxide in here. That being said though, I know mineral sunscreens sometimes are infamous for having a flashback. This doesn't really do that on me. I haven't had that issue. Now, the shade range compared to the Fenty Eaze Drop, it's a good shade range just looking at the shades on the Sephora website, but it could do a little better as far as the shades offered. We only have 14 shades, but honestly impressed with this product. The coverage is amazing. It gives a nice satiny finish. It's not dewy, but it's not matte either, and it wears well on my oily skin type. It doesn't break down throughout the day, and it's still looking pretty good 6, 7, 8 hours later. Now onto another product I talked about a lot, and it is this Danessa Myricks Beauty Power Bronzer. Now, this is honestly the best cream bronzer formula I've ever used. It's really long wearing. It doesn't break down throughout the day. It's sweat, humidity, heat resistant, all that good stuff. It doesn't crease or anything. Like up here on the forehead, sometimes like cream bronzers, I do have a little fine line here in the forehead and they can crease a little bit. It doesn't do that on me. Wears well on the cheeks. When the oils start to peek through and stuff like that, you know, it's not sliding off. That's another problem I've had with cream bronzers. Not with this one. No. Even though it is a cream formula, it blends really well and works really well on top of powders or really just anything you've got going on your complexion underneath. It's going to work beautifully on top. It's going to sit immaculately. I love that about this product. The only thing about this, it only comes in 3 shades. I really do wish it came in more shades because I really do wish more people were able to use this product. The deepest shade is pretty deep. The light and the medium shade doesn't really seem to be too much of a difference between the two in my opinion, but if you have your eyes on this product and see one of the shades looks like it's going to work for your skin tone, definitely go ahead and give it a try. I really enjoy it, and like I said, this is the best cream bronzer formula I've ever used. Another cream bronzer that I wanted to go ahead and give a shout out, this is a really good drugstore formula. It is this e.l.f. Putty Bronzer. Ever since they released that putty primer, e.l.f. has just been on this thing where they're just doing putty everything. I'm just waiting for the putty foundation. Let me not joke though, because this product is really good, especially for the price point. It's only $6. It comes in 7 shades, and honestly, I'm really impressed with this formula. It performs pretty similarly to the Danessa Myricks. We've got a lot of the same qualities going on. It's a cream, so we've got that blendability. It works great on top of powders. It's long wearing, sweat, humidity resistant, all that good stuff. This one has a much better shade range. The only thing I will say about the shade range on this one, if you are someone that does like a bronzer as like a true bronzer, something to really give your skin some warmth, some bronze, a sun-kissed look, a lot of these shades tend to lean more neutral to cool. So these are going to be better for more of a like contour or a bronzer contour. But if you're just looking for straight up solely a bronzer, some of the shades might work for some skin tones, but I definitely recommend trying out the shades beforehand if you have that option. That's just something to keep in mind going into this product. Next, we've got a powder bronzer, and it is this LYS Beauty No Limits Matte Bronzer. So this brand, LYS Beauty, is a new release at Sephora this year. It's actually a standout brand. It's a clean beauty brand. It's Black owned, it's women owned. Love to see it, all these good things. They have incredible products. They perform really well, they're pigmented, they're long wearing, all that good stuff, all the stuff you want in your makeup. And in addition, they're clean, and not clean in like the gimmicky sense of like, oh, we don't formulate with toxic ingredients or stuff like that, but clean in the sense of we've got great skin loving ingredients in our products, and they're gonna actually improve your skin as you wear them, which is something I'm always looking for in makeup because I want to feel less guilty about wearing a full face of makeup all day long. This powder bronzer in particular contains green tea extract, hyaluronic acid, and niacinamide, all great skin beneficial and skin loving ingredients. And honestly, this one has replaced the Fenty Sunstalker bronzer as like my favorite powder bronzer. Not only does it perform about the same and it has a pretty similar shade range, but you also get more product for less money. So this has completely replaced the Fenty Sunstalker bronzer for me as far as my go-to powder bronzer. Definitely recommend checking out this product and this brand in general. Another product that I want to go ahead and shout out from this brand is this Higher Standards Satin Matte Cream Blush, and I personally use the shade Confident, which is supposed to be a pink cinnamon spice. I'll actually go ahead and do a swatch on my arm so y'all can see. That's what that shade looks like. Again, we've got the same concept as the powder bronzer going on, so it's a high performance makeup product. It's actually really pigmented. You really don't need to use that much product to get color payoff. That's something I noticed about the products that I have used from this brand. They're all really pigmented and have good color payoff. Same concept with the ingredients. We've got skin beneficial ingredients. This one in particular has vitamin E for antioxidant benefits, avocado oil to moisturize and condition the skin, and this also contains kaolin clay, which helps to absorb excess oils and reduce the appearance of shine. So that actually makes this really unique for a cream blush formula. I know people with oily skin sometimes can be a little adverse to cream products because they're afraid that their oils are going to peek through and it's just going to cause a greasy mess, but because of the addition of the kaolin clay in here, this really helps to clean that up and help prevent the overproduction of oils throughout the day. So if you're looking for a nice high performance cream blush, gives you the blendability of a cream blush but none of the drawbacks, none of the greasiness or anything like that, definitely recommend checking this product out, and again, just checking out the brand in general. So now I want to go ahead and feature two products from the brand Patrick Ta. The first one is this Double Take Cream and Powder Blush, and then the other one is this Cream Contour and Powder Bronzer Duo. So over here we've got the cream and powder blush, then this is the cream and powder bronzer duo. Now the blush has been out for a minute, but the bronzer duo was a new release this year and I picked them up around the same time. I'm really impressed with the performance of both of these. I believe the cream formulas, the shades are supposed to complement the powders, but they're not supposed to be like an exact match. And actually the cream in the bronzer duo is a contour product, whereas the powder is a warm toned bronzer. These are really blendable. They've got great color payoff. And what I really love about these is that the cream products are actually workable on top of powders as well. So you don't have to worry about skipping or anything like that. If you want to go ahead and go in with powder first and then go in with the cream product after, you can go ahead and do it that way. So wanted to go ahead and shout these two products out. Next, I'm going to go ahead and shout out this Tower 28 Beach Please Luminous Tinted Balm. Now this product actually isn't a new product. They've had this product specifically out for a while, but they did release a couple new shades this year, and I have the shade here, Power Hour, which is one of their new releases, and it's my favorite of the new shades they released. This is a great, I want to say, cream blush. They say it's a multitasking product, but for me personally, I found that it's just one of those multitasking products where I find that products that claim that they're multitasking, a lot of the times they either look good on my cheeks or my lips, but rarely do they look good on both. And this is one of those ones where unfortunately it just looks good on my cheeks. So I'm hesitant to call it a multitasking balm, but hey, who knows? Maybe you'll find a shade that looks good on your cheeks and lips, or you just don't mind the color. But it is a really great blush product. It gives you a dewy but not greasy appearance. It just helps to give the skin a nice radiant glow from within. For a cream product, it's actually really long lasting, especially considering there's not really anything in here, as far as I'm aware, that's supposed to kind of improve the longevity of the product. It does last a solid 6 to 8 hours on me, depending on the conditions and what I'm doing that day. Color payoff is incredible. This is another clean beauty product. We've got some skin loving ingredients in here. We've got green tea extract, extract and aloe vera extract. The green tea extract is going to really help provide some antioxidant benefits, and the aloe extract is going to help to calm the skin. So definitely, if you have your eyes on this, recommend checking it out. Great color payoff, long wearing, dewy but not greasy, all that good stuff. Next, another cream blush that I want to go ahead and give a shout out. It is this Myricks Beauty Flush Balm, and I actually have two shades of this one, but this one is my favorite shade in particular, and this is the shade Terracotta. It's described as a warm cream color, and I'll actually go ahead and swatch that on my arm as well to show y'all, because like I said, this is my favorite color and I want to go ahead and show y'all what it looks like. So here is the shade Terracotta. So it's kind of like a peachy, beigey, apricot nude shade. So this one is a little bit more lightweight. It's a little bit more sheer. It's not as pigmented as the LYS Beauty one or the Tower 28. So if you are someone that wants a product with a lot of color payoff, that is something to keep in mind. But if you don't mind a product that's a little bit more on the sheer side, definitely recommend checking this one out. This one comes in 5 shades, blends seamlessly, doesn't leave any harsh lines or anything like that. So again, if you want something that's a little bit more on the sheer side, definitely recommend checking this out. It's going to give you a nice dewy finish, but it's not greasy or anything like that. The one downside of this, it doesn't really wear that long on me. I'd say it lasts about 4 to 6 hours depending on what I'm doing. So that is something to keep in mind. If you want something long wearing, this isn't the product for you, or you might just have to plan on reapplication if this is something you want to wear all day. But otherwise, for something quick to throw on for a little pick me up for a couple hours, definitely enjoy this product, and I really love this shade Terracotta in particular. I want to just go ahead and quickly feature this NARS Soft Matte Tinted Lip Balm, and I have mine here in the shade Brief Encounter. So NARS released this line of tinted lip balms in 5 nude shades, and I believe it's supposed to be limited edition, but I think it's part of the permanent collection now, which I'm really happy about because I really do enjoy this shade Brief Encounter. This is like the perfect nude shade on me, and I'm gonna go ahead and apply it for y'all so y'all can see what I'm talking about. So that is what the shade looks like on me. I think they described it as like a neutral nude. It's got that perfect combination of pinks and browns. It's the perfect neutral nude on me, and I love that. And also what I love about this formula in particular, this soft matte tinted lip balm lineup. So the lip balms, as the name suggests, have a matte finish, but they're kind of reminiscent of those Glossier Generation G, Generation Z, I don't remember the name, but those lipsticks, I don't know if y'all know what I'm talking about, but they have this weird thing to them where they have this matte finish, but they feel moisturizing and emollient on the lips. They don't leave me feeling dry or cracked or anything like that. They don't settle into lines or anything, and they don't make my lips dry or flaky or anything like that by the end of the day. Definitely recommend checking out this lineup if you're into nude lips. Like this has honestly become one of my favorite nude lip products of all time. All right, y'all, so the last product I'm gonna go ahead and talk about today, it is this REFY, I don't know how to pronounce the brand, but it's this Brow Sculpt Shape and Hold Gel. So this is a 2-in-1 product. On one side you have this brow gel, which has a really strong hold. It dries really quickly. And then on the other side of the product, you have this tool right here that's supposed to help comb and shape the brows. It's supposed to give this lamination effect. It's really good at giving you that soap brow effect that's really popular on models and Instagram. But for me, I really just enjoy it because it gives my brows a lift, it makes them look fuller, and it has a really strong hold that keeps them in place all day. The only thing about this is it does dry down very quickly, so you have to work quickly to set it into the shape that you want. I like to go ahead and work one brow at a time, that way one brow doesn't set while I'm working on the other brow. But like I said, once the product sets, it's not going anywhere, and your brows are gonna be looking good on fleek all day long. All right, y'all, but that's the end of the video today. Those were my 2021 makeup favorites. Those were the products that I enjoyed this year. Like I said, a lot of them I talked about on camera, but some of them I didn't, so I wanted to just go ahead and do a video where I consolidated everything together and went over my makeup favorites, and that's everything I had to share with y'all today. So that's gonna be the end of this video. Let me know down in the comments what your 2021 makeup favorites were. What products did you enjoy this year? I'm always interested to hear what products people have been enjoying and loving, so be sure to leave those comments down below. Let me know as well what you liked about this video, what you disliked, and also be sure to go ahead and leave any suggestions down below. If you have any ideas for future video topics, leave those down in the comments as well so I can keep them in mind when I'm sitting down and thinking of things to film. Be sure to leave a like down below if you like this video, and like I said earlier, if you haven't already, if you like makeup and skincare related content, be sure to go ahead and subscribe to the channel so you can stay up to date on all my content. And with that being said, I should be back shortly with a new video. Bye.